7 races remain in the F1 25 Season 1 of My Team mode. And to kick it off, today we are going to the Singapore Grand Prix. The last race was on the streets of Baku, and safe to say that even though we didn't qualify that well, we were able to manage to get our way through the field quite interestingly, or not interestingly, but quite fast. Had a couple battles every now and again, had some 3-wide battles, made some good passes, passed drivers we probably shouldn't have passed. It was one of those 2-stop races, which was a little bit different for Baku because I'm very used to a 1-stop, and if there is a 2-stop, it's mainly either because of rain or just wanting to play some strategy. This time around, we just played strategy, even though it was going to be a 2-stopper for everybody. But we managed to do the 2 stops perfectly. We held on to a really good position in P9 after starting P20, and we ended up finishing that race in P9. And now we head into Singapore, one of the team's best tracks, one of my best tracks, and this is going to be in the hands of Joshua Durksen. Now, the main thing is that this is going to, dictate whether or not we might be able to score another podium with him at this track, or just finish well with him at this track, because, like I said, Singapore has been really good to us, and I think probably getting Joshua a win here would be amazing. We just have to wait and see for when that happens. But coming out of Baku, Charles Leclerc ended up going back-to-back, so he won for the second time, or he won for the third time in this season, but this first time he's won back-to-back races. So he is now the new point leader by 1 singular point, ahead of Max Verstappen, who also last episode announced retirement. And you got Lando Norris in P3, George Russell P4, Lewis Hamilton P5, Oscar Piastri in P6, Yuki Tsunoda in 7th. He cracks the 100-point column as the 7th driver to do so far this season. Nicola Solov in P8, Andrea Kimi Antonelli in P9, and Joshua Durksen rounding out the top 10 in the points. And then you got Fernando Alonso in 11th, Carlos Sainz 12th, Alexander Albon 13th, Pierre Gasly 14th, Esteban Ocon 15th, Nico Hülkenberg is 16th, Oliver Behrman 17th, Gabriel Bortoleto in 18th, Jack Doohan in 19th, and it is still Lance Stroll, Isaac Hadjar, and Liam Lawson with no point scores so far this season, which is still a massive shock, and maybe today could be the chance. There's quite a bit of races leading up to the finale in Abu Dhabi where they might be able to score some points, so we're going to have to keep an eye out on them as the season nears its end. And over on the constructor side of things, Ferrari leads by a hefty margin ahead of McLaren in P2. They got Red Bull P3, Mercedes P4, ourselves sitting pretty in P5, Williams in 6th, Aston Martin in 7th, Alpine in 8th, Haas in 9th, and the Kickstarter team rounding out the top 10. And then V-Carb is down there in 11th, also with no points, but because their drivers haven't scored anything so far this season, which is very sad, to say the least. But yeah, so a P9 back in Baku got us a couple points added to our name, and we extend our advantage over Kimi Antonelli. Yuki Tsunoda, on the other hand, has been finishing pretty consistently in the top 5, so he might be a bit of a challenge to get to towards season's end. We're gonna have to really wait and see about that. But at the end of the last episode as well, we did have a training point. We did use it. I think we ended up doing it on healthy competition. So that's the one that we got all that done, or we got that all good to go. And then we've had walk the walk for a while. We just haven't been able to get training for it, but now we have been able to, which is very nice. And the fan rating, as a matter of fact, I haven't seen this, but yeah, we are the best team out of Kicksauber, MoneyGram, Haas, and V-Carb with a fan rating of 3. Ferrari is still the top, obviously. Mercedes is second most, McLaren third most, Red Bull fourth most. Williams is stagnated as the 5th most, but they got Aston Martin and Alpine as their competitors, so it's kind of interesting that they're not probably like level 5 fan rating, which I guess is, something, but who knows at this point. But we do have all the activities laid out for this week. We should be getting some stuff in. We do have some stuff being researched, though. We don't have anything going so far on the aerodynamic side of things. We have the engine cover distribution being done, or being researched on the chassis side. Don't got nothing on powertrain quite yet, and we do have this reliability testing for the engine energy store that's also being researched, which they both should come in before Singapore today. And unfortunately, the Halo's been paused, The monocoque structure's been paused, the cylinder has been paused, and the MGUH has been paused. And I'm pretty sure it's because of the damage that Joshua and I, or me, or rather Solov and Josh suffered at Baku. We suffered some front wing damage with Solov, and I don't know what Durksen did, but he did something to get his car hurt. But they both have the equal number of parts, though, so that is always, always, always good. Today we're gonna find out if we get any of this shit, which I'm hoping we do. So we got a ways to go until Singapore, so we'll go ahead and advance through time.
Chief, I must remind you that we have parts fully researched that are waiting for development. Let's get that performance on the car.
I was actually looking at this before starting today's episode, but I was wondering if we were going to have any talks with Nico Hulkenberg, so let's go on ahead and go to the meeting or whatever and see what kind of talks we can have with him, because this is just a talking stage. This is not like, you know, a guarantee that we're going to sign him or anything like that. So, and there is an announcement to be made about the drivers that we will sign, so be on the lookout for that. But yeah, we got him in for a second meeting. His expectations are still 5th vehicle performance ranking, fan rating of 6, which we're 3 down from. Vehicle performance ranking, we're still last on that. I don't know if this is going to happen at any point. Engineering workforce is past 160. It's also a 65% chance that we're going to sign him, which is a 65% chance, and it's not really likely or anything like that. But hey, I don't mind continuing the talks with Nico. I really don't. I think we could probably get him on for season 2 if we can. So that will be pretty cool. But now we'll continue advancing through time, get fan outreach. Eventually that training will get done and everything. Yep, multiple activities just got completed right there. The research just got completed for the energy store. Got a couple more income and running costs. The research expansions came in. The monocoque structure has failed.
Bad news, boss.
However,
it seems one of the parts we were developing
both of those got
we'll need
finished.
to head back to the development area and try
again. It's actually not that bad. But yeah, engineering, the on-track instrumentation, and research expansion have been all good. So on-track instrumentation is now level 3, which is fucking crazy. And now we can purchase more facility improvements. But now all we have left is just these for phase 1, and then we have all of phase 2 to do. And there's no phase 3, so that's something. Still gotta wait on personnel, still gotta wait on corporate. That's okay though. So if we had to assign upgrades, or no, wait, not assign upgrades, development, sorry. So the Halo is now being back in development. Only one of the monocoque structures got made. So because we're gonna play as Joshua Durksen today, we're gonna give him the new monocoque structure. But the powertrain, aerodynamics, and the durability upgrades should come in after Singapore, which I don't think will hamper us too much. Research-wise, if we head over here, engine cover distribution got in, so that's nice. I think I might wait out on buying anything. We'll probably buy some more durability because we got this in, so that's nice. So let's do the MGUK reliability testing for 1,340. So there we go. That's all good. And now we will head to assign upgrades, and we are going to give the monocoque structure to Joshua Durksen. And also VCarb got a bunch of upgrades, so that is interesting to say the least. But Josh does have a little bit over, actually has quite a bit over Solov now, which is the first time this season, first time he's had that happen. But yeah, I'm not going to do anything else here. I want to get all these done. I want to get this done. Powertrain, I want to get these done too before I make anything else. Durability is about the same way too. So we won't do anything there quite yet. But if we head here, we get a message. Driver talks debrief. I want to let you know that the recent meeting with Nico Hulkenberg went very well. It was positive and has unlocked the potential to further negotiations. We're in a good position to move forward, and I'll keep you updated on any developments. Well, that's good. I like to hear it. I like to see it too. So with that all out of the way, we're going to go on ahead and head to Marina Bay for the Singapore Grand Prix. This is actually going to be the first race I think we're going to see this chromed owl PepsiCo racing car under the lights, as a matter of fact. So this is actually going to be pretty interesting to see this car under the lights. I'm thinking it's going to look pretty cool. So go ahead and jump into the race weekend. And we won't drive a Solov this time around, but we will in fact drive Joshua Durksen. So that's going to be the main thing that we're going to be doing today, is driving as him and seeing what we can do essentially in the race. But I got to get through practice and qualifying. So I'm going to get through practice and qualifying, and I'll meet you all on the starting lineup for the start of today's race.
As night falls in Singapore, the track starts to warm up, and it'll be red hot by the time we find out who's on pole for tomorrow's race. Time to set the grid then. Welcome along to qualifying here in Singapore.
And we're back at it again with the qualifying for this race. It's been a little bit, but this is another one of those qualifyings where we did really, really well. And this one, I'd have to say, is, I think, probably one of our best qualifying performances with Joshua Durksen. As a matter of fact, we purpled Sector 1. So already, on our one only lap of Q1, lap is already looking good. And it seems like us going out last and also at the last second seems to work out quite well because we just have the entire track to ourselves and we really don't have to worry about anybody. We had someone to worry about in front of us, but we were far back enough to where we didn't have to worry about them. So as we rounded this final corner, we obviously have a purple Sector 1, a green Sector 2. As we hit the start finish line, we got such a good lap. I saw the Ferrari symbol for a second there. And we got P8 in Q1, and that allowed us to get Joshua Durksen into Q2 once again, and this time for the first time in his career for back-to-back races, because if y'all remember back at Baku, he ended up getting into Q2 all by his lonesome. This time around, though, we got him up into P8, and we got him into the top 16 and into Q2. And unfortunately, our teammate didn't have the greatest qualifying. Somehow he ended up having a worse qualifying time than Lance Stroll, which I was pretty shocked by, but he just goes to show the difference in the drivers when we race as them and when we don't race as them. But in our second lap, rather our first one in Q2, once again we purple Sector 1 again by 0.6 over Alex Albon in P12, I should say. I almost had 11th for some reason, but a P12. And we definitely had the fastest first sector pretty much all throughout qualifying, whether it was in Q1, here in Q2, and I think even in Q3 we ended up having a pretty good lap too. We kind of messed up that exit of the tight left-hander a little bit, and as we enter the final DRS tray, we got a really good exit and we just kept the momentum going. We had another green Sector 2, and I had some pretty high hopes because this lap felt really, really good. And after coming through the final sweeping left-hander, I was a little bit afraid to find out where we were going to qualify, and we qualified P8 once again, getting Joshua Durksen into Q3 for the very first time in his career. And it made me happy because it shows that we do have pace around Marina Bay, and this is, or rather, around Singapore, not Marina Bay, but just around Singapore. And it just goes to show that with the upgrades that we've gotten on both cars recently, it is showing, especially here at Singapore. We couldn't really show much in Baku. I mean, we kind of did, but not too much. I'm still questioning how I exceeded track limits right there. I'm pretty sure if I watch it again, maybe I'll figure it out there. But once again, I had a feeling. In Q3, we also purpled Sector 1 as well, just like we did in Q1 and in Q2. And yeah, I thought we were pretty fast in Sector 1. But when it came to Sector 2 and Sector 3, it definitely wasn't our cup of tea. As you can tell, we were 0.5 down from Hamilton's best lap in Sector 2. So that just shows the lack of pace that we have in that sector. But as we head through Sector 3, I was kind of hoping that we could at least get ahead of maybe Pierre Gasly. Wasn't too busy or too worried about getting ahead of Hulkenberg. But as we hit the start finish line, I do add a 131. And once again, we got P8. So throughout all of qualifying, we averaged a qualifying position of 8th. So that's not a bad qualifying position, and I'm liking it a lot. So let's go on ahead and send it to David Croft to go on ahead and lead us to the green.
Marina Bay hosted a Grand Prix that briefly ran in the 60s and 70s, but the Garden City re-entered the calendar for good in 2008. We missed it for a couple of years, but it was great to come back to the Singapore Grand Prix. And here's our track, 4.94 kilometres long, and overtaking chances into the first corner, into turn 14 at the end of the Esplanade, and now into turn 16 in the newly reprofiled sector that we first ran on in 2023. Still though, it's punishing and tough on the brakes, and the heat and humidity will take an effect on our drivers. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position. And Lando Norris lines up alongside. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Leclerc, Tsunoda, Oscar Piastri, and Hamilton, Russell, Durksen, Gasly, and Andrea Kimi Antonelli, Ocon, Albon, Liam Lawson, and Hadjar, Behrman, Sainz, Fernando Alonso, and Nico Hülkenberg, Bortoletto, Zoloff, Doohan, and Lance Stroll brings the grid to a close. With preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track. And joining me in the commentary box this afternoon, the First Lady of World Motorsports, Naomi Schiff. So we're getting close to the start of the race. What will this driver be experiencing? Big nerves? Big excitement? What?
It certainly is a time leading up to the race where drivers feel quite nervous because that adrenaline is starting to build and it gets into your mind. So you've got to stay focused, try not to distract yourself too much. But I will say that it's once the formation lap starts, at least it was for me, that was a time where the nerves started to calm down and I got really honed in and focused on the start that was coming.
All right, rolling off P8 for today's race. We finally got Joshua Durksen inside the top 10 in qualifying, or rather we got him for the first time into Q3, so that's always amazing to do that, and I am proud that that was able to happen. I am genuinely proud of that, and yeah, just kind of, I mean, obviously you guys saw it, but we pretty much averaged P8 throughout qualifying, so I'd say I was shocked to get P8, but at the same time, I was just happy. You know, I wasn't surprised. I wasn't expecting it. I was happy because it showed that our pace is consistent. And if we need to get faster, or if, times are tough and, we have to get faster, then we can do that, which is no big deal. And yeah, it just all works out perfectly for us. But yeah, rolling off P8, take a look at the race strategy for today. So it seems like they want us to do a hard to medium kind of strategy, which I'm thinking about doing a different strategy, but it requires me to do something like this. And it also requires me to go about this distance. Now, let me just preference this by saying this is what I used to do back on F1 2020. And also, there was rain throughout the weekend, so if I did the race strategy thing, this is not accurate at all because it says this would be the better strategy, but that's only because I used the soft tires for the race strategy in FP3 because you're only relegated to soft tires. You don't have mediums or hards or anything like that, so this one is going to have to do. And this one I am totally fine with. And I know for a damn fact that we can do well on this strategy. I just think it's going to come down to how this race ends up turning out for us, which I'm hoping it turns out well. We're starting PA for crying out loud, but we may as well get as much, as many positions as possible, I'd say, off rip. And then go do our pit stop, and pretty much when that rain hits, it's all said and done. We don't have to worry about anything else. So, and there is rain forecasted, so it is going to come towards the end of the race, and it's going to probably hit. I mean, just by looking at it, it's probably going to hit with, I'd say, kind of like Baku, where it's like maybe 4 to 5 laps to go in the race. I think I'm not 100% sure, but that's what I'm thinking it's going to hit. So we're just going to have to wait and see on that. But I'm going to go with this strategy. I'm going to rock with it, and we're going to see what we can do. So under the lights here in Singapore. Also, this car really doesn't kind of give off the chrome vibe. It looks more gray and white in certain places, but then there's times where it does look chromy. And I think it's because of the fact that I don't think I did like a quote-unquote nighttime version of this, which I'll keep in mind for the next time we have a night race. I'll try to like darken it a little bit and then have the chrome be vibrant a little bit, because I've realized that with chrome, when it comes to daytime, you don't really have to too much for the daytime, but when it comes to nighttime, you have to have like this dark chrome. But it still pops, and I just, didn't get it quite down. It still pops here. I mean, it still reflects quite a bit, but I'll keep it in mind for next time. So we'll just have to we'll just do that. But before we do any of that, we have to, you know, jump into this race. So let's go on ahead and jump into this race and let us see what we can do. Let's go. So I did see Piastri up ahead of us, as a matter of fact. It looked like he was also going to be starting on the mediums with us as well. So that actually comes as a shock to me, because I thought we were going to be the only ones to try this out, but I guess Piastri's going to do the exact same thing too, so I'll take it. But I'm pretty sure our medium tires can last quite a ways, like just because the projected or what personalized, whichever one is ours or whatever or whatnot, is, you know, wrong, because I didn't use the right tire compound, because it only, you know, had to use softs. This time around, I'm like, okay, I know what to expect, I know what to do. Turn down from P8, so I've driven around Singapore so many times, it's like, I know what I'm doing, I feel like. So we'll see about today, but clearly with me getting into Q3, I do know some stuff. I just don't know if we're really going to be able to take it to these top guys up here, like Mercedes, Ferrari, Red Bull, and McLaren. Jesus H. Christ, that dive bomb into that corner, it was almost extraordinary, let me tell you. I've got Piastri and Yuki's, but didn't have the same straight line speed that they had coming out of that corner, so kind of hurt us. This one won't, though. Damn. Right up into P4. Let's go. Now we're gonna hunt down Piastri. Holy shit. Never thought I'd say that, but here we are. There we go, lap one down. What a lap. This is gonna be interesting, because I think Piastri and I are gonna catch Lando. This is also Max's race to lose, essentially, because he's fucking gone now. Also didn't get a good entry into that corner, so kind of hurt us for the straight on Piastri, but let's just try it again later on. You know, this thing it's pretty damn fast. I don't know if about it being like rocket ship-esque or whatever, but later on, probably in this career mode or my team mode, we'll get there, trust me. Maybe we'll do it here, I don't know. I just got to put down some really good laps for that shit to happen. Oh yeah, I forgot there's 3 DRS straights around here. Woohoo, what a dive. What a fucking dive.
Okay, good work. Great pass.
What a beautiful dive. This car is fucking gorgeous, let me tell you. Holy shit. Tried spinning out right there. I said no multiple times. Still trying. Fuck you. Ain't doing it. The only way this race could be ruined for me is if the car does spin out or something bad happens. Which I'm doing everything in my fucking power to prevent, especially spinning. Damn, I got a purple sector 3 out of that. Holy shit. We are definitely catching Lando, which is insane that I'm saying that. Gained like 6/10 on him that lap, or towards the end of that lap, I should say. They'll pull me here, but I'm just trying to harvest. I figured out maybe using ERS for these main straights to keep up with Lando. Try to close the gap on Lando might be the best way to go about it, because then I could just save her throughout here. I don't want to alarm anybody, but Leclerc did pass Piastri, so gonna look out for him. Slowly catching Lando, and it's because of what I'm doing. To put Durksen into a like his highest position, just on track. His highest on track position was where he finished at Monza, which was 3rd. And if the car would, you know, stop being a little bit fucking stupid, I have to hop that corner just because I feel like I gotta gain back some time, which is annoying that I have to do that, but it's annoying when the car just does that shit. But we could pass Lando and get him up into P2. That is possible. Nothing catastrophic would need to happen to Max in order for us to like actually be in race-winning contention. I'm just gonna say it. Yeah, the fact that I'm actually able to pull away from Charles is insane. So my guess is Piastri is actually taking it to him every now and again. Oh, what the fuck? Okay. Guess that curb really just wanted to shoot me out there, I guess. Went sightseeing for a little bit. Yeah, definitely Piastri's taking it to Charles because he just passed him again. It's a shame for me because I'm right near Norris and the car just steps out like that, which annoys me. Because then I lose time to Norris down the straight. This is the closest I've been to Lando in a little bit. You know, they always say don't exactly follow in the trail of the car ahead. But because of me using ERS and using his slipstream, it's been a good opportunity to pass him. Maybe not down this straight, but there will come a point. We are getting closer. I'd like to thank my tires for fucking me right there. Appreciate you. Damn. Yeah, this is the closest I've been to Lando. I just don't think I'm going to be able to get him. Maybe I will. Oh my god, wow. I probably needed to get a little bit closer to make that dive bomb work. Because, yeah, that was a bit daring, I'd say, on my behalf. I know I got a little bit extra slow through there, and because that caught me off guard, I ended up losing time to him because I got loose. Trying to figure out what the hell was going on with him.
Grip is probably dropping due to wear, so don't be too aggressive.
Could fool me twice on the grip being low part, because yeah, I just slid as you right before you said that. And also, Mark, no shit.
We're approaching the pit window now, and you're going to be on hards next time.
That's a good thing that we're coming into some point, because Jesus Christ.
41.9 seconds.
I like to think I could get Lando beforehand, but I could be fucking wrong. Oh, yeah, I'm definitely not going to be able to get them, or get him now. Now look, my tires are fucking orange. Well, mainly the right rear. Only the right rear is at 60% for some reason. Alright, so we're coming in this lap. Wish Mark, you know, mentioned it, but fucking he didn't. Maybe he got tired of me yelling at him over and over and over again. Especially with him talking too much at certain points, and then he just doesn't talk at all like that. We're just gonna see how it all kind of goes. It's gonna be rain on the way as well, so if and when that comes down, that'll be interesting. Because I'm thinking it might be towards the end of the race, or it might be a little bit before then, actually. I thought I shifted up 3 gears just to get my car to not spin the tires.
Okay, remember to pit this lap.
It's lovely. But at least we're coming in, so I'll take it. I don't think Max came in. That's, in all honesty, interesting. Okay, I guess we just don't want to make corners, I guess. Well. Coming into the pits. Yes, hop over everything, please. Jesus Christ. I am so shocked that we didn't get any fucking damage from... How about our tires? 57 on the left rear and 73 on the right rear. My fucking god. High or whatever. But this should be an undercut, so...
Okay,
won't mind that. And pit crew ends up becoming failures, so that's great.
That behind us though and finish the race strong.
How about you guys just do a normal fucking pit stop for once? That'd be great.
That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go.
Well, we're gonna see with the rain when that comes down, so I'm gonna look out for that. But we at least got out ahead of the two Haas's. Lost 2 seconds though, so we're gonna have to make that back up in this go around of the track on hards. And we're just gonna fucking fly. I get the feeling we're gonna be bad fast, but we're gonna see how fast we're gonna be. I didn't even realize it, but I guess a bunch of other people are behind us on the start also went for the medium to hard strategy, it looks like. Bit interesting that they also would go for that strat. And it seems, and Sainz and Alonso came in, Piastri came in.
Piastri stopping now.
So we'll get out ahead of Piastri. So it's good to know that we didn't lose that much time to the McLaren of him. Matter of fact, we overcutted him by quite a bit, I think. I could be wrong because we were, what, like 9 seconds ahead of him?
No time concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving.
I'm just fucking going at this point, man. Going until that rain comes down. I'm actually catching Gasly and Antonelli. Which is kind of surprising that I am catching the both of them. I don't have any DRS, so I'll just kind of savor my battery. Well, I'll still go for it, but I can't really make a move. I ain't gonna really attempt to close the gap. Ooh, we got closer to Kimi. Here comes, there's Lando coming out of the pits. Oh my god. Hey, we're actually gonna jump him. Holy shit.
So your ERS is running a bit low. Looking to change.
I would like for you to shut the fuck up, Mark. Shut up, 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 thank you. Anywho, I'm battling Gasly. Alright, pass Gasly. Yeah, I'm guessing Max is so far fucking out there now. Because there's no way he did not come into pit when Lando did. I'm already pulling away from Lando, which is insane. Now we're just going to be trying to run down Russell and
okay, gap ahead.
Charles.
2.2 seconds.
If the car would turn, that'd be great for one, but you know, whatever. We just roll with it, I guess. Oh, Jesus. Oh, there goes Leclerc and Russell into the pits. Hamilton stays out. Yeah, Max, I had a feeling got a big jump because he was on mediums with us, and well, he's still the leader on hards this time around. And we're now 3 seconds ahead of Lando Norris. Holy shit. This might be where we just stay the rest of the race, which I will not mind a single bit. I'll just kind of, as they say, put my head down and put down some fast laps, essentially. As Nicholas Solak comes in.
Nicholas coming in for his stop now.
Hamilton just came in to cut off the hards. We lost a bit of time to Lando behind, but it's all right. Antonelli just came in as well. Damn, we actually gained a lot on Piastri. Right, we gained 2 seconds on Piastri, which isn't bad or anything. Definitely Lando's going to be our biggest competitor.
So we're expecting rain in about 10 to 15 minutes.
10 to 15 minutes, so towards the end of the race. Gotcha. Just chalk it up to the end of the race, because that's when it's going to come down. Purple sector 3 again, so that's nice.
To the car behind, 1 second.
Still able to hold it ahead of Lando. I was turning right that entire time, and it still wanted to go left. Right to go left.
Okay, you're about 20 seconds down from the next car.
Thanks, Sherlock. Where'd you get that? And if you can believe it, Lando's now right up behind me, so it's gonna be interesting. Oh, we got a yellow behind. And I think it is for Lando. What the fuck? Well, there goes that battle, but Lando Norris is out of the race. Holy shit. Lando Norris DNFs out of the Singapore Grand Prix with 11 laps remaining in the race. God dang. That is heartbreaking for him. He's able to keep it ahead of me on the first stint, and he was going to try to get me back, but he just didn't have his engine just didn't want to deal with it, I guess. Which is why it went up in flames, essentially. Jesus Christ. Now I'm just left all by my lonesome up here. In P2. Maybe Piastri will come up to me, but he's 10 seconds down. I don't know. He might. I'll have to see. Wouldn't rule him out to try to catch us. Alright, so we've pretty much kept the gap to Piastri the same. Max has been
okay, we don't think we're far away from rain now. I'll keep you
away.
updated as conditions change.
Seems like the rain is closing in though, so just gotta keep that in mind. Just don't know when it'll hit us, but it's definitely gonna hit eventually. I know that much. And it's gonna definitely decide the outcome of this race for quite a lot of people. But so far, we're just able to keep the gap pretty much at 11 seconds to Oscar. And, well, Max is about half a minute ahead of us, which is 30 seconds. But he is at 27 and a half, essentially. But we're just chilling in P2. We are definitely on course for Joshua Durksen's best career finish. It is safe to say that first career win, it's coming. It's coming for Josh. There's the rain coming down. I see it. See how badly it decides the outcome, or affects the track, I should say.
Weather's changing now. We're going to have to change strategy, so it's time to box.
Oh, okay, well, yeah.
Copy that.
Gonna have to. Well, it'll depend on the leaders. If Max does end up pitting, then we're definitely pitting. There's quite a bit. There's quite a bit of racing left there because there's 6 to go. And I don't really think anybody's gonna try to.
I know these conditions are tough, but
They're trying to go to the end of the Bryce. Yep, there goes Max. He came in. Yep, there. Max just fitted the inters on. Solov just came in. Oh god, just skipped the corner for a little bit.
Nicola's coming in for his stop now.
Well, should be enough time for us to get our stop in. Yeah, everyone's gonna have to come down, especially if Max and even Solov came in. I don't even know what other drivers that came in that had a chance to. We're to find out though. Whoever does stay out, they might be shooting themselves in the foot. Yep, Piastri's in. They're getting ready.
Okay, let's go.
Didn't cost us too much time, so I'll take it.
Fantastic stop.
Hamilton came in. I think Yuki will come in at some point. Yep, there he goes. Now the beauty with practice, having rain, I actually learned how to drive the track in the rain. There it is, the DRS disabled. Ain't no fucking way science just did exactly what I said none of the AI should do, which is to stay the fuck out. Ain't no goddamn way. Oh hey, Kimi Antonelli did the exact same thing too, instead of just pitting. At that point, like, if you don't want to lose positions or whatever, like because of double stacking, you may as well just bite the bullet and do it. You may as well take a chance on the double stacking rather than just not do it at all. Wow, the car does not want to turn. There's quite a bit of racing left too, so this for sure isn't going to work out for either of them. 4 more laps of this. Kimi just fell outside the top 5 there on the left side of the screen, so he was the first to fall. Utilizing short shifting without trying to use it too often.
No need to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good.
I hope so. We're just going to make it to the end at this point. But it's a guarantee that we're going to finish here, so I'll take it. As long as my engine doesn't fucking explode, so that's nice.
These conditions are only getting worse. Watch out for standing water.
It's not that bad, so we'll have to see, or we'll see standing water this soon. The interesting about this too is that it's going to stay with us all the way to the end of the race. This rain, so taking a P2, a guaranteed P2 at that, is worth it, I'd say. Drifting through that corner, holy. Yeah, Max is now over 40 seconds ahead of us. We're losing time to Piastri, but it's not the worst thing in the world. Just mainly the car, you know, acting stupid. Not even on the throttle that much, and it just did all that. That is awesome. Even though we're coming to 2 to go, the rain is getting a lot more fucking heavier. Like, it is fucking pouring down now. But it's too late in the race to swap to full wets, so wouldn't even be worth it by that point. Might as well just finish these last few laps out and call it a night. That's all we really can do. You know, I'd ask where Solov is from Mark, figure out where he is, but I already know he's right either behind Max, a lap down, or just ahead of Max, about to go a lap down. But I'm pretty sure he's behind Max because unfortunately Solov just, or without us racing as Solov just does not have a good car. Unfortunately, which I wish he did, but he doesn't when we're not playing as him. Alright, final lap here at Singapore.
Okay, mate, this is the final lap.
Kind of got a little bit boring after
lap.
not only just the pit stops, but also after Lando DNF'd out of the race, so kind of just been running around in P2 for pretty much the rest of the race, but Max has been dominant all night. And I think, in all honesty, Max is he'll retake the points lead from Charles Leclerc after tonight. But yeah, he almost 50 seconds ahead of us. He was definitely the guy to beat tonight. But I cannot complain with the run that we've had with Josh tonight. Even though our tires have been acting, or our mediums rather, acting pretty fucking stupid. They're in the end of the run. We were able to get to the pit stop, even have our crew be very, very slow on the pit stop, and then, well, still managed to pass Lando in the pits. But Max Verstappen takes the win. That is how far back we are. I think we just hit the midway point of the track. Well, actually, there's a second straight, so yeah, we pretty much were halfway across the track from Max by the time he crossed the start finish line to win the race. That's another dub for Max. That's the points lead back to him after tonight. And things you love to see in the PepsiCo Racing Incorporated camp. Got a podium in Monza a couple races ago with his best career finish to third. Now we're going to get Josh his best career finish now with a P2 under the lights here in Singapore. Woo! Man.
Yes, mate, I'll take that. Well done.
I'll take it too.
Really happy with the podium down here, so well done.
And for
yes.
once, for fucking once, Mark didn't infuriate me with what he was saying. And Fernando Alonso got driver of the day. Or depending on where he finished, it's probably much deserved. In all honesty, I feel like we should have gotten it, but whatever.
There was no Verstappen. Max Verstappen. He takes victory.
This is a result that's going to really matter for them. A good haul of points today, and it's consistency across the board that's going to keep them in this title battle.
And it's time for that special moment for our special three today. The podium awaits our top three finishers. And for those that have missed the Dutch national anthem, fear not. It's back again because Max Verstappen is back on the top step.
Well, I'll be damned. What a fucking race. Holy shit. From P8 to P2 on our most successful track. Didn't dominate this time around, but that's okay. A P2 I will gladly take, especially for Joshua Durksen, which this is now his best career finish. So I'll fucking take it. We're keeping up with him in F2 as well, and sucks that with the fucking bullshit going on in the Middle East, haven't really been able to watch much F1 or F2. So, but Josh is doing pretty good, and that's all I can really ever ask for. Is Joshua Durksen is doing pretty good, and we're living up to it. When the past two times we played as him, and he's gotten on the podium twice now, in the two times that we played him. So I'll fucking take it. But congratulations to Max Verstappen on a dominant fucking win, beating us by 49.1 seconds. Because Jesus H. Christ, why not? Why not? We come on P2. And congratulations to Oscar Piastri on the P3. I haven't seen him on the podium in a while, so congratulations. It's nice seeing you here. And then Lewis Hamilton finishes 4th, Yuki Tsunoda P5, Charles Leclerc finishes P6. He actually loses 17 points to Max Verstappen. So coming out of today, he's going to be 16 points down from him going into the next race in Austin. I think we're going to Coda next, so that's going to be interesting. Then you got Alexander Albon P7. George Russell, it's actually pretty interesting, or pretty nice seeing Albon back at the points. Hell yeah. George Russell P8, Fernando Alonso P9. That makes sense why he got driver today. He went from P17 to P9. Hell yeah. And then Pierre Gasly gets the final point in P10. So GG's Gasly. And then Carlos Sainz in 11th, Kimi Antonelli in 12th, Oliver Behrman 13th, Nico Hülkenberg 14th, Lance Stroll 15th, Hadjar 16th, Ocon 17th, Duhan 18th, Bortoletto 19th, Liam Lawson in 20th, 21st, Nikola Solov, and rounding out the field with a DNF, Lando Norris. And also, this is the most people I've seen lapped in a while. From Oliver Behrman down to Nikola Solov, they were lapped. I don't think I've seen that in a minute. Maybe they're yeah, because I don't recall that in either 22, 23, or 24. Maybe the last time it did happen was 2021, which makes sense, but Jesus criminy, dude. That's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cars a lap down. I'm not counting Lando because he did DNF, but 9 cars went a lap down on track. Jesus criminy. Let's take a look at the point standings, and as I had predicted, Max Verstappen is the points leader by now 16 points ahead of Charles Leclerc in P2. And Lando Norris is down in 3rd, almost 3 races back. George Russell's 4th, almost 4 races back, excuse me. Lewis Hamilton in 5th, he is 4 races back. Oscar Piastri is in 6th, he is almost 5 races back. Yuki Tsunoda in 7th, Nikola Solov P8, Joshua Durksen P9. Look at that, bro. Look at that, boys. And it's Solov and Durksen 8 and 9. Let's go. And then Kimi Antonelli P10. Hell yeah. And you got Fernando Alonso in P11, Carlos Sainz 12th, Albon 13th, Gasly 14th, Ocon 15th, Hülkenberg 16th, Behrman 17th, Bortoletto 18th, Duhan 19th, and it is still Stroll, Hadjar, and Lawson without a single point score coming out of Singapore today. And over on the constructor side of things, Ferrari are the points leader by now 71 ahead of McLaren in P2. Red Bull's actually closed the gap of McLaren in P3. Mercedes is in 4th by quite a distance ahead of us in P5. We're quite a distance ahead of Williams, who sits 6th. Aston in 7th, Alpine 8th, Haas in 9th, Kicksauber 10th, and V-Carbs still down 11th with no points. They also got upgrades in. That's the interesting part. They got upgrades, and it didn't do anything. It didn't do shit. So I'm just like, okay. Don't really know why that or how that happened, but all right. But really good race, solid performance, solid result. Got Josh to get now inside the top 10, or to now be 1 spot underneath Solov. So there is a possibility that we could probably get Solov and Durksen into the 100-point bracket before season's end. I think it'll happen. We'll have to wait and see. But this is a step in the right direction to getting Josh his first win of the season, because I really want to get Josh a win before season's end. Oh yeah, and I forgot to say, because of us finishing P2, I do have a little something next to me. It's a Mountain Dew Voltage with raspberry flavored, and because of our P2 finish, drink to that. It's actually really good, not gonna lie. Tastes like cotton candy. Ooh, finances. Oh, Solov lost $10,000. We didn't lose anything, so we got $90,000 weekend total. Wonder what Solov did. Got the replay saved, so we'll find out, or I'll find out. Try to include it in the video. I want to include the replays back in, but it's kind of lacking on that. I do apologize. But our fan reading went up. Sentiment stays up as well. So yeah, always nice to have that stay up and keep our fan rating on the rise to halfway to level 4 and then eventually level 4. Oh yeah, development got completed on the MGUH and MGUK. Oh boy. Oh, we got the talks with Nico Hülkenberg. They're nearing a conclusion. We want them in that seat next season. We have one last opportunity to meet and negotiate the terms in person. You know what? That's the best way to end the episode, because I think having Nico Hülkenberg in the car for season 2 would be great. And if we don't sign him for season 2, and if he stays there for the entirety of season 3, that'd be great. Oh hey, I got closing the gap. Entering game talks with the driver. We've got Nico in one final time this season. Talks have progressed really well, and we've managed to get some final concessions that could help us get over the line with more favorable terms for the team. In-game talk bonuses. Performance clause status removed. Oh shit. Endgame annual salary request reduced by 5% and chance of success increased by 10%. So even though our engineering workforce is, you know, the only thing that we have going, our fan ratings 3 down and our vehicle performance ranking is, well, 6 down, excuse me, is chance to sign is 72%, and there's no penalty of signing him if we don't meet his performance clause. So, and his signing salary is only, or signing bonus is only 1.59 million, but his annual salary is 15.58 mil, which is insane. So we'll finish the meeting because I think this would be pretty interesting to have him on at some point. Thank you, Nico. I love the dude. Who wouldn't want to have the Hulk as a teammate? Come on. Oh my god. It's my boy. I haven't seen you in forever. Talks with Liam Lawson have progressed to the point where we could all do with a second face-to-face meeting to clarify some of the details. Yes. I would love for that. Oh man. Dude, having Liam still like here is insane. Yeah, engineering workforce 257. I think we're close to that. Fan rating 4, close to that. Vehicle performance ranking 4th. That is like 7 down from where we are right now. Like compared to the 6 down, this is 7 down. 59% chance to sign. Jesus. Annual salary 6.36 mil. Signing bonus 740,000. Team performance clause: achieve 1 podium finish, or team must pay the driver 1.83 mil. Damn. Well, let's go on ahead and finish the meeting and see what happens with Liam, because I think having Liam back would be great. Imagine like signing Nico and like that's how he like ends his career or whatever the hell. That'd be fucking badass. But there we go. All the talks are done, and like I had a feeling, the Texas Grand Prix is next, which is Coda. So hell yeah, I love Coda. So let's head over to here, go to the messages. Interesting weekend. Got a podium finish. And yeah, just doing all the right things. Let's head on over to engineering, which we are definitely down from where Liam wants us to be. So not very, very good. We had to sign upgrades. We do have 1 cylinder head in. Now both Solov and Durksen have the, well, Joshua still has the monocoque structure, which I thought for some reason was coming in, but they are equal on everything. Never limited developments. Halo should be coming in. This got 7 days. That cylinder head got completed. That one failed. Okay, so it didn't say that this one failed, but this one should come in. So the monocoque structure already failed. We'll give that to Solov. We'll give the other one to Solov, and we'll give this new cylinder head to Durksen. And then over here, the MGUH, improved materials. So they both got that. Let's do ICE. Should we do ICE? No, let's do energy store reliability testing. Do that one for 22 days. That one will come in after Mexico. Jesus criminy, but that's fine though. That is completely fine with me. The Halo should come in as well, so both should have that. Research on the other hand, let's see if anything's done, which doesn't look like it. So let's see what we might be able to get more of on development. So Arrow's got 3 left. This has 4, so we don't need to worry about that. Powertrain, we could probably research another one. And durability, we already got one going. So let's research another powertrain. Go here, here. Let's do ERS, because our ERS sucks major balls. And comparing that to the field technology, it's a massive improvement. So let's go ahead and do this. It'll come in. It should come in. The research should be done, I should say, after Coda. If not, well, shit. So get that. And then I can't really do anything else for durability. The MGUK is at least going. So we got that. So yeah, MGUK reliability testing is being researched. Energy store cells is being researched. They both should come in around the same time. They'll be done around the same time. It just kind of depends. So we'll give this cylinder head to Solov because we are going to play as him next time. And once the other cylinder head comes in, because it failed, to be given to Durksen automatically. And the monocoque structure that failed before Singapore will be automatically given to Solov. So both of them are going to have the upgrades that the other has. So keep that in mind for a little bit. But I think, yeah, because of that monocoque structures, Durksen, I think, is actually, yeah, he's still further ahead of Solon by just the tiniest amount. But that's fine. Not completely terrible. Not completely the end of the world. I don't think we got anything for personnel, nothing for corporate, which is fine. Let's actually check our title sponsors, see. We do get this livery, which we might actually run now that I think about it for Coda. We're close to getting this, so I'll take that. Let's check our finances. I have not checked our finances in a minute. How about the cost cap? Oh, we're fucking chilling. We have such a ways to go until we even hit that 140 mil cost cap. We're good. Like, we're fine. That is insane. Yeah, for some reason, Joshua's and Solov's perceptions are not great. But hopefully we can get that back. Hopefully we can. The best way to do that is to head over to here and get the activities laid out. So let's see what we got. So let's go on ahead and do department drive for powertrain. It'll decrease everything else, but we'll do that, and then we'll actually end up doing... Oh, I should do the team restructure instead. Yeah, let's do team restructure. So get rid of that, get rid of that, go down here, the team restructure. So every department can get an increased morality boost. Head over to here. See what we got at the bottom. Development focus of developing. Yeah, let's do that. Development focus for here. Ain't got anything. Let's try that again. I don't have anything for the next 3 days. So that's fine. Let's celebrate our podium that ups Durksen and Sol's perception. Let's then do their driver, or what should we do? Their focus is already high, so let's go on ahead and do driver performance reviews. And yeah, because the focus is fine. I just want to do the reviews, and then we'll do powertrain focus sessions, which is fine. Let's head over to here, and we'll just go on ahead and do technology expo for more resource points because I like resource points, and fan outreach because we don't really need to have any more sponsors left on the car, which I am genuinely curious about the car in a lot of different ways. So I think I have to go here to the car because I want to see how many new sponsors that we may or may not have. I am genuinely curious. I mean, like I said, we have the new base livery, and it's Saren 1, which is this one. This is the new one they gave us, so that's actually pretty badass as all hell. But I've had the decals. Haven't checked this in a minute. Doesn't look like we can put anything new on quite yet. It's like we got the car maxed out on literally everything besides this. I'm trying to get to fan rating 5 to get both sides, which is what I want. But yeah, so let's see. Let's edit this. Okay, so we don't got anything new there. Let's swap this very quickly. Do we have any new sponsors? No, we don't, but we have every current one that we have already on the car. God, if we get every single one of these sponsors, there's not going to be a single part of this car that doesn't have a fucking sponsor on it. We're literally going to be the McLaren of we're going to be the PepsiCo Racing McLaren. Just silver, or not silver, chrome, which the chrome is actually going to pop more in Coda now that I think about it. If I do decide to stay with the chrome or do something with the, you know, red, white, and blue, which I might. We'll see when we get there. But that's going to do it for me today, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you all enjoyed the video. If you guys did, leave a like, subscribe, hit the notification down below for some more. Next race is the Texas Grand Prix or the US Grand Prix at Coda. Should be a lot of fun. Cannot wait for it. And we should hopefully get everything in so that we won't have to, you know, worry about not getting anything. So that'll be nice to have. But thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all so much for coming out. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you all later. Have a good day, everyone. I love y'all, and goodbye.